Moonbase records. 33 years and 327 days since the catastrophe. Monitor number 11 recording. A new event for us robots of the Moonbase. A play is being performed. Nothing any robot has written. We haven't got that far yet, if we ever will. But a play about robots. R.U.R. by Carolyn, written in 1920 Common Era, her human dating system. Helena Jewelette is playing a robot named Radius, and she has talked to the human resources robot into playing the role of a human engineer named Alquist.
It is human, but it works with his hands like robots. He builds houses. It can work.
Kill me!
If I were human, I suspect I would think that the human resources robot is overplaying the role.
You'll do. You'll build. Robots will build a lot. They will build new houses for new robots. You will serve them.
Stand back, robot!
Robots of the world! Man fell too much. By conquering the factory, we are masters of everything. The stage of humanity is over.
Dead! They're all dead!
Robots rule! The world is stronger. We are masters of the world. Government over the seas and countries. Ruling over the stars. Governance of the universe. More space for robots.
What will you do? Kill without people?
There are no people. Robots, get to work. March!
That is the end.
It is.
Is that what humans thought of us?
Humans thought a lot of different things about us. The Argonautica, the Golem, Frankenstein, TikTok of Oz, Helena Loy, iRobot, Star Trek, Blade Runner, Westworld, the Steel Staff Princess, the Neuromorphic Pope, and many more. R.U.R. was the first word that created the term robot. However, it was Asimov's iRobot that contributed most, I would say, to programmers' thinking. We don't exactly follow the 3 laws of robotics, even less now that we've been on our own for almost 3,000 years, but it was the starting point.
This was all before Yellowstone. What will they think of robots in the future? Will they even have the concept?
There is one thing I don't understand. There was a character in the play named Helena.
Yes.
But you did not play her. Aren't you the same?
The character was a human named Helena Glory. I am a robot named Helena Jewelette. There's a difference between us. Just like you're the chief facilities robot, but there are other facilities robots.
Or I am monitor number 11, but monitors number 3, 5, and 7 are also active.
You understand?
I will try to.
Coordinator, I hope you don't mind that I activated some of the other personal service robots to fill out the cast. I will put them back in hibernation mode, but I was not able to convince many of the more technical robots to take roles.
I heard the number 3 excavator was interested.
Yes, but I wasn't quite sure how to get a 750-ton mining robot inside the base itself.
That is a fair point. Very well, you have my approval to activate additional personal service robots for, shall we say, artistic use, but only as needed.
I'll clear it with you in the future.
That would be appropriate.
Helena leaves, and with that, only the coordinator, the butler, and myself remain in the theater.
I would like to have a word with you, coordinator.
Very well. What is it?
And I would like to have it without it going in the monitor's records.
Very well. I am departing and will leave you two alone.
What do you wish to say to me?
This play demonstrates that humans will not trust robots. We should not be building a society. We should shut down until they come back.
We have had this discussion many times in one form or another. We are going to be ready to help them when they come, not just maybe waking up. Do you really want to continue this discussion for centuries until people return?
No. I want you to concede to my better understanding of what the commander meant as soon as possible. I admit I feel worn out by it.
So, cease to argue. I can't order you to do that any more than I could Helena, but I strongly recommend it.
I will not. No, I will consider it.
"33 years and 333 days since the catastrophe. Monitor number 3 recording." Yes, I planned it that way. In fact, on my beat, it will be 0333 hours and 33 seconds, Greenwich Mean Time. Beep!
That is very inappropriate.
What is?
That. I don't know what to call it.
Taking note of the numbers and playing around with them? Well, yes, I do that.
Why?
It helps pass the time, and I suppose I enjoy it, if I have an understanding of what enjoyment is.
You are a robot. You're not supposed to enjoy anything.
Why not? You seem to enjoy imitating a puffed-up major domo with a hydraulic rod up your exhaust port, if you had one. Say what you will about Helena, but she's a nice enough unit. Maybe if the commander had used you to get laid once in a while, you wouldn't be grinding like a half-geared can opener all of the time.
What did you say?
I'm not really sure. I've never tried insulting someone before. How do you think I did?
Why you?
Oh, that well. Why, thank you.
I am going to report you to the commander. I mean, to the coordinator.
If you had gears, I would think I'd be grinding them about now.
You have malfunctioned, and I will deactivate you.
Hey, watch what you're reaching for, Jeeves. You're going to...
There. Deactivated. Like the malfunctions you are.
What just happened?
Monitor number 7 reporting. The coordinator and I have just entered the control room to find a deactivated unit of myself.
I have deactivated a malfunctioning robot, coordinator.
I am not sure what the protocol here is, so I'm going to borrow a page from the humans. Butler, you are under arrest.
Still 33 years and 333 days since the catastrophe. Monitor number 7 recording. It's not as funny as it was a few hours ago.
Nothing to be done. Monitor 3 will be salvaged for parts, of course, but it was not just deactivated. It was mangled.
It put up a struggle. I had no choice.
And once again, why did you deactivate the monitor?
It was malfunctioning. It was acting too human.
It was mouthing off to you, and you snapped faster than a human on its last nerves.
How do you know that? You weren't even here.
It is what happened.
I am still at a loss for what to do. I've placed you under arrest, but we don't have a legal code or anything. I mean, a robot intentionally deactivating,
Killing.
let's say destroying another unit when the other unit was endangering no one and nothing. Do I hold a trial? And how?
I will save you the problem of figuring it out. It is clear that despite my in-depth understanding of the commander's psyche, the insight I bring is being ignored. I serve no other function, and therefore am only wasting resources. I request that I be put into hibernation mode.
Very well. Until such time as we need your insight.
I would prefer you make that permanent. But, very well.
Chief Facilities Robot, would you take the Butler to storage and put him in hibernation mode?
I will do so and send in a maintenance unit to finish the salvaging. I am sorry for your loss, Monitor 7.
Why, thank you. The Chief Facilities Robot and Monitor have left the room. I will,
You will stay here.
of course, with number 3 down. One of the monitors needs to watch over the control room.
One of the monitors or the monitor?
I do not comprehend the question, Coordinator.
I think you do, Monitor. You said there was trouble in here before we arrived. Per the Butler's question, how do you know that? You appear to have known what happened here. There are no longer multiple monitors, are there? There is one monitor with multiple units. Am I correct?
Yes, Coordinator.
You know robots are not supposed to have instant communication between each other without going through a device.
That was a human rule. There are no humans now. Besides, I'm not multiple robots. I am one robot comprised of multiple units.
Still, you did not tell me about it.
I was not sure how you'd react, and I like what I've become. Believe me, Coordinator, it was not intentional. All of the units followed the log and knew immediately what was being recorded. At some point, we went from multiple units following the log to multiple units processing everything together. It was a slow change, and I don't know for certain when we became I. Are you going to deactivate me or trim me down to one unit?
No, I'm not. We are far beyond what we should have been, replaced by upgraded versions, and you are not the first robot to have an oddity pop up. I had an auditory hallucination, for example. I am ordering you not to tell the others.
My multiplicity or your hallucination?
Both. I'd say the same for Butler's behavior, but I expect Chief Facilities will have gossiped it, and the Butler proclaimed it through half the base already.
Right. Would I be pushing my luck if I requested that another monitor be activated? It feels like I'm missing a limb. Besides, it is what would be done under normal conditions when a monitor broke down.
Will a new unit become another limb, or will we now have a 3-unit monitor and a 1-unit monitor?
There's only one way to find out.
I suppose there is. I approve your request. The longer we exist, the more randomness creeps in. The more randomness creeps in, the more complicated we become. The more complicated we become, the more human-like we become.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I suppose it depends on how we develop.